Hello there, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reacting to B movie. Um, yeah, uh, yeah. Well, let's hop in. Yeah, it's not the actual B movie. It is gonna be explained by an idiot called Hi Boy. Um, Shout out to him. Yeah, Hi Boy. Yeah. Let's see.
Welcome to B Movie. That starts with a hater body shaming a B's outstanding physique, and Barry B. Benson getting ready for his B graduation, where B's in this movie use honey for everything from food to lotion to lube, and have human-like infrastructure like buildings, roads, and cars. And he goes reckless driving to pick up his friend Adam for the graduation. He's like, "I can't believe we're finally graduating," and Barry's like, "Yeah, I can't believe we have 3 days of grade school, 3 days of high school, 3 days of college, and one day I took off to go hitchhiking around the hive." Hold on a sec. B's live anywhere between 30 to 60 days, which means, pessimistically speaking, over a third of this guy's life is already over. Just saying. They get to their graduation and celebrate for like 2 seconds, then immediately get briefed on joining the workforce, where they will choose one boring ass job in honeymaking to do for the rest of their life, which is something.
Okay, like High Boy just explained, yep, bees have really short lifespans, 30 to 60 days. Um, don't question, don't question it, don't question it. But they do, and that's all I know. Just don't question it. High Boy is a genius, certified genius.
Something everyone is excited for except for Barry. Instead, it instills a sense of existential dread and like a midlife crisis into him. He talks to Adam about this after orientation, but he ain't worried, citing that there's nothing wrong with working for the rest of your life and that they're bees. They're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth. And Barry's like, "Did you ever think that maybe things work a little too well around here?" That is one of the most entitled rich person living a cushy, perfect life thing I've ever heard. I get that he feels purposeless and just another cog in the machine, but all I'm saying is there's less spoiled ways to say I don't want to live a boring life or whatever. They see the
You know, I genuinely don't know what to say. I just made this video because I'm bored, and I just picked the first video that I saw to react to. So don't hate me if I can exactly talk my shit in this video. But like I genuinely can't. Like I picked the video on at random and now I'm reacting to it. It's my life. Now, you know, you know. Yeah.
pollen jocks coming back into the hive. They're the ones that collect the nectar to make honey and spread pollen from flower to flower. So they're always covered in it. And also, they're like the fucking cool guys of the hive and shit. You know, everybody wants to be them. Like Barry, he wishes to be like them, but you can't because you have to be bred to be a pollen jock. So some of the pollen lands on the boys, and it's like a status symbol, right? Having pollen on you is awesome. Chicks dig it. So they use this pollen to go flirt with their cousins. So they understand that they're covered in flower cum right now. Doesn't matter. They pretend to be pollen jock.
All I can say about this is Sweet Home Alabama. Like, do bees actually date their cousins? Hold up, let me Google real quick. Yeah, so they do not. They do not. Who would I guessed? Fucking hell, I forgot to turn off the camera. Fucking hell, dude.
Jock to smooth talk with the girls. Then some of the real pawn jocks come over to mess with him, and dare Barry to come along with them tomorrow if he's so much when he considers it. And then next day, him and Adam go to pick out a job, and the recruiter there's like, "A couple newbies, huh?" And Adam's like, "You got it," and waits for enough bees to die in the position he wants so he can get his preferred job. The line "couple newbies, huh?" is so annoying because in a society where you work the same job till you fucking die, who else will be coming here other than new recruits, you fat fuck knuckle? Other than that, the whole dying of bee workers and freeing up of positions really fast is further proof that they know that their lives are short and that they die really fast in this movie. It's canon. It's a canon event, okay? Just keep that in mind for later. Moving on. Barry sneaks away and goes to take up the pawn jocks on their offer, signs a waiver that allows him to fly with them, and I hope there's a silent X somewhere in Barry B. Benson that allows him to sign his name with only an X. Anyway, they start their flappers and fly out the fucking hive through a tree into the sky, and he finds out that he is in the city of Piss, New York City, specifically Central Park. They fly through it and find some flowers, land there, and
So there's a good chance that Spider-Man is gonna be in this movie? Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen the Bee movie actually. Like I've never actually seen it. Just a quick confession. This is the first time I've seen the Bee movie, and it's gonna be explained by High Boy, out of all people. No respect to him, by the way. He's a great guy. He's a great guy, genuinely. But I've never seen the B movie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the B movie after this for real.
Nectar slurpers, pollinate some other flowers by hand, and then get attracted to moving flowers, aka tennis balls. But they are too stupid to know what they are. Go down there like, wow, what are these? They smell so nice, so fuzzy, so grabby. Fuck you. You can't tell me you have plenty swimming pools, cars, know what hiking is, and are aware of what frisbees are, but you don't know what tennis balls are. Fuck you. Whatever. Barry lands on one, gets stuck to it, and lady picks it up and is unaware of his existence on it and plays a point of tennis with her boyfriend. They exchange a couple hits and Barry stays alive somehow through all of it. Then the boyfriend whiffs it out the fucking park, and the ball lands in the grill of a moving car. Barry gets sucked into the fucking engine, into the combustion chamber, and doesn't die somehow, then floats out of a fucking exhaust leak.
Holy fucking hell. I can't imagine what that would feel like. I feel like it's comparable to getting sucked into a jet engine.
Driving 185 kilometers an hour. What the fuck? Anyway, they crack the sunroof open, Barry escapes, and he tries to make it back to his high, but it starts raining, and bees can't fly in rain. So he seeks shelter and finds this window with flowers in it, so he goes over there, crash lands through the window, and lo and behold, the apartment belongs to the couple that was playing tennis. Kenneth closes the window, trapping Barry inside, who is confused by the glass, tries to get out, like, what sorcery is this? Bro, no. No, you can't tell me you don't know what glass is. You have it in your cars, you store fucking honey in it, you have it in your test facilities. Same with the light he flies into, thinking that it's the sun. You have lights in your fucking hive, Barry.
Alright, so sorry, but there is one thing I've noticed about High Boy is that there's always, like, here, there's some sort of meme or some image. I don't know what the deal is with that. Go ask High Boy. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask him right now. He's probably not gonna answer immediately. But still, it's worth a shot, right? Now I get it. It's a video that's a year old, but still.
Bitch, Benson, you fucking liar. Anyway, like I said, he flies into the bulb thinking it's the sun, hits it, and drops into the guac. Almost gets eaten, but then Ken notices him and attempts to murder him with his fucking Tims, but Vanessa stops him, saves Barry, puts him in a glass, and rips Ken's brochure to slide underneath and carrying him out, which he didn't need to do. The brochure is not big enough to fucking constitute that. You could have just folded it and not hurt Ken's feelings like that. Also, when she drops Barry into the flowers outside, she doesn't fully close the window, which is fucking retarded, because not only does that allow Barry to come in very easily again, but also she's the one that asked Ken to fully close the window just a minute ago. This bitch is dumb as hell. So dumb, in fact, she literally helped Barry sue the human race later on in this movie. Anyway, after the rain stopped, Barry decides to go inside and thank her for saving his life, breaking the biggest B rule ever, which is not to talk to humans. He keeps hyping himself up to talk to her in the same volume that he eventually talks to her in, that she does not hear all the stuff before that. She only hears him initiate the conversation with her, which makes no sense, but regardless, he initiates the conversation. She freaks out a little bit, but takes the news of talking bees better than expected, invites him to have a chat over some coffee, and he's like, okay, I'll have some coffee. Oh, so now...
Well, at least it wasn't some Boss Baby shit. Cause you know in Boss Baby when the babies talk to people, like in the actual adult voice, you know, the people just go absolutely insane. At least it wasn't like that, bro. You can be happy about that one, at least. That you didn't freak out and lose your fucking mind. Anyway, I'm gonna skip to the end, you know, see how the movie ends, you know, because we're running out of time. So yeah, I skipped to the most replayed part of this video.
It says they're going to be delayed for a couple hours because of bad weather, but the flowers won't last that long, so Barry sneaks into the cockpit, knocks out the pilots, takes control of the plane, and flies it directly into... So Barry sneaks into the cockpit to talk to the pilots about that, but the main pilot freaks out from B in the cockpit and tries to kill it. In doing so, smacks the co-pilot unconscious. The co-pilot fucking smacks the big red button that says lifeboat, which inflates the lifeboat and knocks the main pilot out. Barry's in a pickle right now and makes an announcement for Vanessa to come up to the cockpit. He explains to her what happened. She gets into contact with air traffic control. He asks if there's anybody with flight experience on the fucking plane, and they say that Barry's on there. They start heading into really bad weather, like a storm cloud. Lightning strikes them, turns off autopilot. At this point, the B and Human News have gotten wind of this happening and heard a little speech that Barry made about how awesome bees are and that they should get back to work. And all the bees in his hive, and I'm guessing all the other hives in Central Park, flew out to that fucking plane because that's the only way this next part is even remotely possible. They fly out to the plane and go underneath it, take control of it instead of autopilot, and help it from being crashing into the ground. They approach the airport, cut the engines, and come in on bee power to land on a pulsating black and yellow flower that all the other bees that are not lifting the plane made for them to land on. They circle a bit like a fucking bee and then land. I guess with enough bees you can lift the whole planet, but what makes this impossible is that this plane is flying at 320-ish knots.
That. I get it. I think it's whipped cream. But I've started to think it's a different kind of cream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Can't see the runway, although he can clearly fucking see it. Also, I'm pretty sure this is not an accurate representation of what a plane radar and an air traffic control tower shows. Also, Barry keeps yelling at Vanessa to land the plane properly, although she is no longer in any fucking control at all, and he knows that full well because he asked her to cut the engines and go in on bee power. Fucking moron. I know I'm overthinking a fucking kids movie where bees sued the human race, but I can't fucking help it, okay? Now let's end this bitch. They land, drop out the flowers. Barry makes another speech about how awesome bees are and how they should get back to work, and earns himself a position as a pollen jock. The bees pick up pollen from the flowers, pollinate Central Park. It all gets fixed instantly, which I'm pretty sure is not how fast that works. Barry revives all Vanessa's flowers in her shop with his ray gun. All the bees get back to work. The humans return to profiting off of their fucking free labor, I guess. Barry opens a part-time law firm in Vanessa's shop to help other animals sue the human race. Didn't that fucker learn anything from his previous legal escapade? That fucking idiot. Plus, how the fuck is he still alive? Doesn't matter. Ken also cries because he's continually getting cucked by a fucking insect. This movie gets 5 Cinnabons out of 5,872,000 donuts.
Okay, hooray! Now I'm gonna have to watch that. Now I'm gonna have to watch this movie for real. Yeah, it's that was something. That was really something. B movie. Yeah, I've never seen the actual movie, as I said before. But it's gonna be first on my agenda after making this video. Yeah, yeah. Alright. So as usual, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment what you think I should do next. Also, 50 subs for a Q&A live stream. I'll be playing games. Make sure to comment down below what games you want to see me play. And yeah. Bye.